Hey guys, it's me, Yogi Sam, and I have a feel-good, strong, depression-relieving yoga practice for you today. If you're like me, you struggle with severe anxiety and depression, and it makes days sometimes unbearable. So today I spent most of the time crying and the rest of the time trying to avoid crying. It's not been fun. But today I'm going to do some yoga to help move my stuck thoughts that are driving me further down into my depressive hole and make myself feel nice and strong with some warriors. Do some good stretches to help me remember my power, myself, and make me feel overall better. So if this sounds good to you, get into something nice. Looking good always makes you feel a little bit better too. Get into something sexy and let's get started. When you're ready, we will begin this practice in the center of our mats. This practice is going to be all about taking up space, feeling better, smiling, and making ourselves feel nice and strong and better in our beings. So when you get there, a big inhale in, we'll sweep our arms up and overhead, full body stretch, coming up on those tippy toes if it feels good for you, and exhaling, landing in mountain pose, bringing our palms out to accept all the incoming energy, new energies. When you're ready, we're going to move through a Vinyasa, inhaling in, sweeping our arms halfway up, exhaling, we use energy to bring our palms together at our chest, retain the breath as we sweep our arms behind our ears, and inhale as we push all the way up, and exhale as we come down, bringing our hands towards our sides. We're going to move through that 5 times. Inhale in, halfway. You be strong in these. Exhale, use energy to bring your palms together. Feel that core. Retain the breath. Hands come behind the ears. Inhale, all the way up, and exhale. We glide the hands towards our sides. Inhale in, using all of the muscles, lifting the chest, arms halfway. Exhale, we bring it in towards center. Retain the breath as we sweep our hands behind our ears, and inhale brings us all the way up. Exhale, we glide our hands towards our side. Inhale in, brings us halfway. Flexing those back muscles. Exhale, we guide our hands towards center. We retain the breath as we push behind our ears, and inhale as we reach all the way up, and exhale. We let it go down. Inhale in, halfway. Exhale, bring our hands towards our hearts. Retain the breath behind the ear, and inhale all the way up, extend. Exhale, we bring it down. Good. Inhale in, hands towards our side. Exhale, mountain pose. Wiggle those fingers, wiggle those toes. You are alive. Energy is what guides the world. Energy is so important. Bring your feet further than hip width apart and turn your toes out. Inhale in, we are going into star pose. Feel like you are an X. X marks the spot. Take up as much space as you can. Smile towards the sky. And exhale. Land here. Turn your big toes out. We are moving into goddess pose. As we inhale, we sweep our arms out and above, and exhale, bring them towards our heart as we come into a nice wide squat. This is called goddess pose. We can bring our hands into a mudra, thumb to index finger for power. And we sink deeply. Inhaling, we expand a little. Exhale, we find something new. We find it a little deeper. We use all of our muscles to help keep us up. We come up on our toes if we can, because it looks cool. And it's using all of our strength, all of our focus, which is something to distract our minds from maybe us not feeling so great. This is a really good posture, a powerful posture, and it makes me feel amazing. When you're ready, turn those big toes in, lift all the way up with an inhale, and exhale, we're going to do a wide forward fold. When you get there, walk your hands a little left, a little right. See how it feels on each side, if one side's more sore than the other. On an inhale, we lift halfway. And exhale, we sink it down into a forward fold. Find stillness, maybe shake the head a little yes, a little no. Bring your palms to the ground if you can. And what super cool people can do is bring your head to touch the ground. But I'm pretty cool, but I'm not super cool, I guess, in this posture, so I can't do it. But work to find improvement. When you're ready, we'll slowly inhale, lifts us halfway. And then come all the way up. Find your superhero pose. Bring your hands towards your hips. Roll your shoulders down your back. Embrace this power posture. Flex those biceps if you have them. If you don't, just pretend. Feel good. And inhale brings us all the way up. And exhale, we'll sink into one side of our thighs, our legs, and come into Spider-Man pose. This is kind of like a half yogic squat. We're stretching that adductor. When you're ready, we'll switch to the other side, walk it to the other side. Make sure that toe points towards the sky, so we really feel that deep stretch in the adductors. If you can't come onto your heels here, come onto your toes to create more space. You can actually feel the stretch instead of just dying trying to do it. When you're ready, we'll turn the right toes forward and the left toes in, so we come into a nice low lunge here. Inhale, sweep the arms forward, up and back, tuck that pelvis in, bend that left leg to help get your center underneath you, and work to slowly straighten it out. That's the goal, but we really want that center underneath us. Good form is important. And exhale. Inhale in, reach up, and exhale, pivot on that back foot, come into warrior two. Head over heart, heart over pelvis. Breathe in here. Exhale. Whew. On your next inhale in, we flip the script. Right palm up and overhead as we come into a warrior three. Inhale in. Look towards the sun. Exhale. We roll it forward into a nice side angle. You can put your elbow on your thigh if that feels good, but I like to do full spread wingspan. Inhale in, reach up. Exhale, bring it down. Plant the left palm. Inhale in, come into our twist, lifting that right hand towards the sky. Breathe in, extend. Exhale, we come back to center. Lower that back knee, flip that foot into the ground. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. And exhale, we come to that nice crescent lunge. And slowly roll it forward on the exhale. Flip the script, the right big toes come towards the sky, towards your third eye, and we're coming into a half split, pulling that right hip crease back, feeling it in our hamstrings. Inhale, we look up. Exhale, we roll it forward, relax. Feel this posture. You can bend your right knee because that probably feels a lot better than just trying to straighten it, because it probably doesn't work if you straighten it. But inhale in, exhale, we'll roll it all the way back. Prop up on that back knee and meet me in downward facing dog. Pedal it out as we stretch the fascia of the feet, the hamstrings, the calves, everything good as we actively try to melt our hearts towards our thighs. We're finding space, we're finding movement by pedaling it out. Feels pretty good. Breathe in and exhale. When you're ready, on the next inhale, we lift the left leg all the way up, square those hips, and slowly bring your knee up towards your heart and through your arms. And inhale brings the arms up and overhead into a low lunge. Bring your center underneath you, bending that right knee to get your center underneath you. Inhaling in, expand, exhale. We twist, pivot on that back foot, and come into a nice warrior two. Center nice and stable, head over heart, heart over pelvis, knee bent, back leg straightened. You have a nice steady base. And inhale brings our hand, flips the script, up and overhead into warrior three. Inhale in, stretch, exhale. We come into a side angle, bringing our hands where it needs to be, and inhaling, lifting that right arm all the way up. Exhaling, bringing it towards our side, planting the right palm into the ground, and inhaling, lifting the right arm into a nice twist. Breathe in, Extend, exhale. We bring our hands towards our center. Lower down on that back knee. Plant the top of the back foot into the ground. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. And exhale. Deep crescent lunge here. Bring our chest towards the sky as we exhale. And slowly melt our hearts towards the ground once more. On an inhale, we rotate the toes towards our third eye and come into that half split. Actively bring our toes towards the third eye once more. I know I said that already. And stretching the hamstring. Inhale, we look halfway. Exhale, we deepen the stretch. We relax. When you're ready, an inhale brings us back towards center, rolling up on the back foot, and exhale, meet me in downward facing dog. Still pedal it out. We're always pedaling. We're always moving. We always want to stretch and improve. Slowly, we'll come up onto the toes and move smoothly into a plank. And exhale, we come all the way slowly onto the ground, slow and controlled. Inhale, we lift cobra. Exhale, let it go. Bring those tops of the feet firmly planted into the ground. As we inhale cobra, lift a little bit higher. Squeeze those glutes, squeeze those back. Exhale, we fall. Third time, biggest cobra. Stretch your arms out in front of you a little bit, wider on your mat. And on the next inhale in, we rise. Use our back strength. Use our glute strength. Breathe. High cobra. Exhale. We let it go. Inhale, come to tabletop position. Now we're going to fall onto our heels, bring our arms behind us, and melt our head into the mat. Nice child's pose. Child's pose is best pose because it just feels so good. You could stay there forever. I could honestly sleep in child's pose. Breathe in through your nose and exhale completely. Feel your belly rise and fall on your knees. If you're outside, feel that nice cool breeze touching your skin. Maybe you find some soft, easy movement by rubbing your forehead onto the ground, massaging the third eye, massaging that brow bone. Finding some movement in the hips. Maybe your hips are super sore like me, and this soft, easy movement can loosen them up a bit. Remember to inhale in and exhale completely. On our next inhale in, we rise up and come into a flat back and move instantly into a cow pose. On your next inhale in, we drop the belly, we lift the tailbone, we lift the chest, we rotate the neck a little left, a little right. We shake our tailbone if that feels good. And on the exhale, we squeeze our belly button into our spine as we come into cat pose, stretching our shoulders, stretching our necks, flexing the core. And inhale, we drop the belly, we lift our chest, cow pose. Exhale, squeeze it in all the way up, empty, 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 cat. Inhale, we fall into cow pose. Stretch the neck. We find what feels good in this posture, moving our breath, moving our body in positive ways. Maybe we come a little forward, maybe we fall a little bit further back. Move with the sound of your own breath in through cat-cow. Maybe you go slower than I do, maybe you go faster. Just find what feels good, as this is your time to do some spinal flexion, to raise your tailbone as high as it's ever been, to drop that belly as low as it's ever gone. When you're ready, we'll walk the hands up in front of us and come back into downward facing dog. Slowly, we will take our dog for a walk to the tops of our mats, crisscrossing as we step with meaning, step with personality. This is your dance, your walk of life. When you get there, forward fold. See how your feet are placed. Bring your feet together, really together. And on an inhale, we zip it up through our center, through our midline, all the way through our core, tightening it. And come into a nice mountain pose, really with strength. You can bring your hands into a fist if that feels good for you. Squeezing one palm against the other. Just bring energy into your hands. at the top of this. Breathe in and exhale. You are strong. Maybe you whisper that to yourself. I am strong. When you're ready, we're going to put our weight on our left foot, and inhale in. We lift the right knee up, square those hips, keep our strong center, our strong midline. As we come into an eagle crane posture, we're going to wrap our right leg around our left leg. This has been a while since I've done this one, obviously. So we're going to wrap our right leg around our left leg, trying to get our foot kind of double wrapped around the calf. But if that doesn't work, you could just set your foot down next to you on the opposite side of your right foot on the opposite side of your left foot. And we're going to wrap our arms around each other, putting the left arm over the right arm and bringing our palms to touch in a kind of double cross situation. We try and bring our palms together as much as we can, and we lift our shoulders, bring a nice shoulder stretch. We inhale in, we lift up, and we exhale. We unravel, and we dance it out. We shake it. We loosen up. All the single ladies dance right there. When you're ready, we'll inhale in, lift the left knee, square those hips, use that strength, use that core, and we'll do the same, wrapping the opposite arm, the right arm around the left arm, bringing our palms to touch, and wrapping our left leg around our right, trying to get our left foot around our right calf and sinking deep into this crane posture. This is a really hard balance posture, so don't get mad at yourself if you don't get it. I am clearly not getting it, and I used to get it. I have practiced this posture a lot. It's one of my favorites. It focuses on strength and mental focus. It feels pretty good, so keep practicing, keep trying. You will get it one day, and once you do, you'll be like, damn, this shit's cool. All right, we're going to take a little dance break, walk your feet out, maybe twist your ankles, maybe shake the booty. When you're ready, we'll come into, I'll face the forward camera. You could do this facing whatever way you want, but we're going to come into tree pose, bringing that right leg up and resting it on the left upper thigh above your knee. If you can't do it above your knee, do it below your knee, but don't do it on your knee joint or else you're going to hurt yourself. So when you're ready, you can use your hand to guide your foot where it needs to be, above or below the knee. But once you get there, we're going to find balance in this tree posture. Bring your hands towards your heart, using your core to stabilize you, or bringing your hands up and overhead in a nice wide arm shape, cactus arm, tree arms, your tree branches. We're going to find stability here, breathing in and exhaling completely. It really helps to breathe through these postures because as we breathe, we are contracting our core, which is really going to help stabilize us through these balance postures. Find a focal point out in front of you if you're having trouble. And you can move your arms through another vinyasa like we did in the beginning, if that helps. It really helps me as I try and do 3 moving vinyasas with my breath in these postures. That's just how I'm like, oh, I did 3. That's good. I'm done. But you can do it whichever way works for you. When you're ready, we'll lower it down and find ourselves on our opposite foot, bringing the other foot into a nice tree posture. Try and find balance as much as you can here. And if you're not finding balance above your knee or below your knee, just put your foot on the ground. That's okay too. If you keep falling out of it, don't worry. Your mat's got you. I got you. It takes time. It takes practice to get this stuff, but at least you're trying. All you can do is try. The least you can do is try. Inhale in, exhale. Remember, core is key here. You be a tree Embrace the tree. You are solid as a tree. That tree's not moving. Are you moving? Inhale in, exhale. Let something go. When you're ready, I kind of fell out of that, but try not to fall out of it. If you can. We'll come to center. I will unravel my yoga pants down, as you can see. So it's easier for me to put my foot on my skin to balance in those postures than having it slip on my clothes. That just doesn't work. Bring your feet together, really together. As we inhale in, we sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, we bring our arms forward, counterbalancing our nice chair pose here, sinking our backs, our bottoms into the ground, and pretending we are seated in a chair. Bring your palms up because we want to accept all the positive energies coming towards us in this world. If you're cool, you're going to come up onto your toes and do drinking bird pose. We come up onto our toes, we do airplane arms like we have little wings, and we bring our heads in front of us like we are sipping some water. When you're ready, we'll sink down far enough to come into a nice little toe stand. And hop it back into plank. Bring that right knee up and put the right foot on the left side of the mat as we come into a pigeon posture. Inhale in, we rise up. Exhale, we slowly walk it down. Walk our forearms on the mat and release. If you've been watching me, you know I really like that king pigeon pose. So I practice that one. But if forearms feel good for you, then land on your forearms. If hands feel good for you, then be on your hands. If you can put your forehead on the mat, then do it. If you can come into a king pigeon like me, then you're pretty cool. And breathe through that posture as you are gaining strength wherever you're at. When you're ready, we'll slowly unravel, meet back into plank, and bring that left knee up towards center and left foot towards the right side of your mat. Inhale, we rise to the top of our pigeon pose, bring our hands towards our hips, smiling at the sun, and exhale, we walk it out, coming onto our forearms and relaxing our heads down. Oh, we breathe through this probably pretty intense stretch for most people. It's pretty intense for me. Like I've said before, hips are always tight, especially for women. Women's hips are usually always tight. If you're cool like me, come up into a pigeon pose and you breathe through this posture. And when you're ready, we'll come down, we'll lower the back leg, we'll roll onto the left hip, and eventually come all the way down to our backs. Bring your feet to the ground and hug your knees in as you roll into a tiny little bali, stretching the spine, rolling onto the spine, hugging yourself, as it is very important to hug yourself. You love yourself, don't you? You can get a little crazy into it, coming into plow pose, rolling all the way up. Just find what feels good for you here. When you're ready, we are going to come into a bridge position, bridge posture, bringing our feet to the ground, and we are going to move from our root up through the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, the heart, even engaging the throat, the third eye, and the crown. All 7 chakras are involved into this pose. And we rise from our root to our crown, root to crown. We lift our chests up, our chest towards our chin and our chin towards the sky. As we squeeze, imagine you are squeezing your thighs together so hard but there's a block in between. You're squeezing a block in between your thighs. When you're ready, lower it down, slowly and controlled. And on your next inhale in, we'll push back up. Exhale, come down. And inhale. Our last one, we rise up. And exhale, we bring it down. Nice bridge practice. Squeeze your legs towards your heart again. Your knees up. Maybe float them a little side to side. Massage your low back love. And when you're ready, squeeze the right leg in. Extend the left leg long. Think up and around. You can coat and kiss your knee if you want. Think up and around as we rest our right leg onto our left sides of our mats. Supine twist and bring your right arm out and stare towards that right arm. You can shift your center of your body toward the right side of your mat to help make this twist feel easier, feel better. Move this twist through ease. Breathe in deeply, and when you're ready, exhale, come towards center, extend the right leg long, and squeeze the left knee towards you. When you get there, use your core to bring your nose towards your knee. Give it a little hug, give it a little kiss, and think up and around as you place your left knee on the right side of your mat and extend your left arm long while you stare at it into your supine twist as you breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, massaging the inner intestines, detoxing, feeling good. When you're ready, bring it back to center, squeeze both knees up, final squeeze, 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 and exhale, let it go. Bring your legs out long. Actually, come into a nice cobbler's pose, put your feet together, and your hips wide. This one always feels so good for my low back. This is improving the sacral chakra, which it controls creativity, mood, sex drive. It's orange. Okay, breathe deeply as we rest our hands on our belly, one on our belly and one on our heart. So we breathe, our belly rises, and we exhale, belly falls. Notice your breath, notice your body, notice how you feel. Best part of yoga is it's a mindfulness practice as well as a physical practice. And it helps you be more present in your day-to-day, which is very important for those like me who struggle with anxiety and depression. And sometimes days are extremely hard. So yoga lets us get this break from our minds so we can appreciate life once more. I'm telling you guys, yoga has helped me so much in my mental health. I recommend it for everyone. This shit's amazing. Keep breathing deeply. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Feeling your body rise on the inhale. Feeling your heart beat in your hand. Feeling your life. When you're ready, we'll come into fetal position. Slowly push all the way up. Come into a cross-legged seat in the center of your mat. Inhale in, roll the shoulders up. Exhale, relax them. Do that 3 times. Inhale, reach the shoulders up towards the ears, and exhale, roll them down back to the back body. Inhale in, reach them up. And exhale, let them relax. Nice. Inhale, we bring the hands together towards the third eye. Reach up, and exhale, we bow and whisper namaste. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this practice made you feel a little bit better. Let me know in the comments how this made you feel, how I can improve, and what you liked and what you disliked. More coming soon. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a good day. Bye.